What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about how I made 2 million coins earlier today, right before the Redux promo drops this Thursday. So many of you guys have been asking about the Combine promo. We're going to talk about AKA, the new AKA the Fridge, William Perry. There's a glitch, but there's a way to counter the glitch that will help you guys to, you guys got to figure if you want to spend the 3 million. Is it worth the 3 million for that special ability he has? The momentum that wipes the zone, because it clears all of the X factors, including the light it up. I just want to point that out before we get to the coins. Right here with Patrick Mahomes, this is why I tested it out and why I have a lot of my viewers help me out when they get cards, and we'll go into games and see what happens. In this right here, even if you have a lighted up token where this is supposed to stay on all game, it still works against this type of X factor ability. So it makes it like it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you know that. So we're going to talk about the counter to that later. But if you have any offensive X factors that stay on or charge up and stay on for all game like the Combine, you're going to want to make sure that you wait out and listen for the end of what we're going to be talking about in regards to that William Perry, the Fridge glitch. All right, so now let's talk about the coins that was made and why I did what I did and why I urge you to get this done before Thursday when they drop the new Reduxes. Let's go over to the auction house real quick, and I'm going to show you guys with my auctions what happened. All right, so we were able to get rid of Vernon Davis and then Patrick Willis. So 2 million coins today, right? And this is one of the reasons why I tell you I have to find a way to make sure I get the free content throughout the year from EA with the drops and all that stuff with the MCS, because we were still able to utilize pits. The cards that they give you at the end of the year, like, the final card, it's usually a really good one that can get you through up until about the Rookie Premier program, when Madden is about to be just over and the new Madden is coming out. Keep in mind that NCAA also drops this year, so it's going to be like an earlier turnaround with football, because most of us that only play football, we may get NCAA. So that's why, EA Sports gears it up this way. They give you a solid card for watching all of the MCS, and if you keep it and don't quick sell it, you can utilize it in this regard. Also, certain promos will give you cards like Howley, which is what we use to replace Patrick Willis. So this is what you're going to have to do, right? Most of you guys have a Super Bowl or Combine theme team. If you have a different one, let me know in the comments, but that seems to be the number one. Nobody's running like Ultimate Legend or whatever, like the regular theme team type stuff very often. It usually is Super Bowl and Combine. That's what's really going on. In about another couple days, they're going to be dropping the Easter promo as well. The Sugar Rush is dropping, so that's going to probably change depending on what they want to do. But because we know that Reduxes are dropping, any limiteds that you may have, consider selling it, like the ones that I just showed you. Vernon Davis and Patrick Willis, they're limiteds. Most people don't really keep up on it, so they'll just think that it's cheaper and they'll get it for under $1 million, not realizing that when the Reduxes come, it can be a lot cheaper and you're going to lose depending on what you purchase those cards for. So let's take a look at what happened. Kyle Pitts, right? Remember, he gets Super Bowl chem. So if you actively have this card and you have at least a 50 of 50 Super Bowl theme team, he's still a 97 speed. Now, Vern is a 99 or something like that with a 97 Excel when he's boosted with the Combine, but it's still not worth it, because it's better for you to take the coins right now and worry about it with the Redux, because you're going to have a lot of different ways to get the card. Now, a Redux is just the same version of the card, but just not the same limited version of it. So the limited still quick sell for 350. The Redux is the same exact card, but it does not have a set quick sell value. All right, so that's why we focus in on what's going to be happening with the market crashing. You always get a step ahead of it. All right, so he's 97 speed. I can deal with that. I can deal with him 6'6", 97 speed for now. So we get rid of Vernon Davis. Uncle Vern is really good though. And he also gets that, what do we have on him? I think we have like Route Tech for 1 or something like that. He has some kind of glitchy ability. It's either, I think it's that's what he has. So that works out as well. Now, Patrick Willis is a pass rusher for me. All right, that's the way that I utilize him, but I run 4-3-6-1. So for me, it's a little bit different. Chuck Howley, he's one of the free Super Bowl cards, right? All you have to do, and remember, just so you guys know, where you got to put the Super Bowl champion player in, it takes the B&D that you got from the Field Pass. So I just simply took this B&D card that I had in the Christian McCaffrey card and just put it in this card, because I don't use Christian McCaffrey anymore. So it doesn't really matter. So this cost me nothing. If you do have to get a Super Bowl champion player, they are a lot cheaper right now, so you can get them for about 200K. I didn't spend anything. just to like be, you know, upfront and clear. He gets the lurk artist for 0, and then with a Super Bowl theme team with only 2, he gets 97 speed. All right, because I got the 50. I didn't go all the way to 70 and all that other stupidness. I took away some of those other cards so I could split it with the combine. All right, so that's why it's like that. So yes, Patrick Willis is a 98. He's boosted all that stuff. Chuck Howley is still no joke, and he really is a savage out there on the field. All right, 91 man and 95 zone, like that's nothing to like, you know, dude, it's serious business. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, like it's really, he does exactly, he's not as good overall because for whatever reason, Patrick Willis gets really glitchy animations off the pass rush, but he runs in just as fast with 98 Excel. He's just not Patrick Willis. You know, who is? Like, whoever was Patrick Willis. Like, the dude is one of the greatest middle linebackers ever, and they gave him a really crazy card, so it's kind of like, they don't often do that and give him that kind of love. Usually, he's just like a regular 6'1" dude, like whatever, but he's actually good. As a pass rusher, wouldn't use him as a user, all right, because Bo Jackson does that for me. So that was the supplement. And like I said, with the way that we had McCaffrey, it doesn't really matter. We're just using him for Super Bowl chem. So we just took that other B&D that we got from the field pass off his card and put it on Howley for now because that helps the pass rush. Those 2 cards gave me 2 mil. All right, so now I got 4 mil, and I'm sitting back and I'm waiting for the Sugar Rush promo. Now, let's get into the fact that EA Sports dropped the card right now that allows every one of your X Factors, even if they start on, to be wiped. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on. We're going to take a look at this Ed Too Tall and what's going on with him and why it's really, really nasty right now. Number one, I know some of you guys are going to ask, is it worth it to spend 3 million plus for him? No. All right, and I tested it out. It's really not worth it to wipe it because this is how you stop what he does, right? When you go out in the game, you can press R2 and see how many downs he's played and when his X Factor right here, let me show you. It's this one right here, the momentum shift. When you see how many plays it's about to lead up to, you can actually go ahead and take your player out. So you'll sub the player out. Like, for instance, when I start the game, if you see that going on, right? Like if you see that he's in the top of the top 3 cards or whatever, you can be able to know, all right, let me look and see what he has on him to start the game. So the first play of the game, you press R2 and you flick up on the right stick, and it's going to tell you when it's going to activate. It's going to tell you how many plays are left to do it. You simply take the players out that have been charging up or that has the lighted up X Factor like Patrick Mahomes. Okay? If you forget, you will have to charge it up, but you won't have to throw the ball with the running up X Factor. You just have to be out there for 9 plays, and then it comes back. But if you don't want it to be taken off at all, just sub them out for the play. Once that's the only thing that ability does. So even though people are going crazy about it, oh my God, EA, don't worry about it. Because look, if EA were to patch it so that your bench players also lose abilities, it would be too much work for them. Because now they would have to make sure that all 55 players on your roster can be wiped. And I don't know if they really care about it that much. So I don't see that coming. Also, it's 4 AP. Does anybody really have 4 AP to use on one card that's a D tackle? It doesn't make any sense. Now, if you wanted to do something different, right? I just wanted to let you guys know how to stop that glitch because it's real stupid. And when it took off my lighted up X Factor, I was livid. All right, so I had to make sure you guys know how to stop it. But look, if you were going to use him, this is what I would recommend. Lurk Artist, as you know, because it's a 0 AP ability, and then over here with the interior threat. These 2 are mandatory. Then you would have to give him inside stuff as well. All right. The only problem is if you have like a guy like Warren Sapp is not losing his lighted up X Factor because that helps him like just straight come right in through the A gap. Like it's wild business, dude. So I want to make sure that that stays. But I also want to make sure you guys understand that the fridge, you can deal with what it is. So he's not worth that 3 mil. Also remember, with Sugar Rush coming, we got other cards. Now he may still be the best D tackle, but he's not 3 million worth. That type of play. Because remember, you're overplaying your hand thinking that other people won't know what I'm telling you now and how to stop that glitchy X Factor ability. All right, with the momentum shift. So just think about that before you spend that 3 mil and focus in on making your coins now before we hit the Redux on Thursday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and the info. Let me know how many coins you made and who you're selling. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.